Good morning, YouTube. So I was gonna come out here with my coffee and do like a little morning walk through the garden with me, but I know better that I can't be one of those people that just drinks my coffee while I'm talking to you. Like, I'm just gonna hold it and let it get cold. Are you that way? I don't know. I'm like, I can't like talk and awkwardly drink my coffee. So I didn't bring it, and it's a little sunny out here obviously already, so it's a little too warm to be drinking my coffee out here anyway. It's good for in the house, so I'm gonna make some more when I go back in. But it's been a while since I showed you what's going on in our garden. So much has changed, so much has happened, and I thought that I would take you around here and show you the garden, and also like all of our random footage from the last few weeks. I've been terrible about picking up the camera lately. We've just been busy getting ready for school. We went to visit family in North Carolina, so I thought that while we look through the garden, we could just pop a few clips in here and there. So first of all, I wanted to show you that we have a deer that lives in our neighborhood around our house, which is so cool. And it's a mama deer. It has a baby, which she brought around here once, but we just barely saw it. She usually doesn't bring her baby, but she's a friendly deer. Like, you can go up to her and pet her, and she's so sweet. And I know that like typically in nature that you don't want to feed the deer, you don't want them to be used to humans, but she's like been this way her whole life. The neighbors all go up to her and everything. Like, one of the neighbors was putting some flea medicine on her the other day. So anyway, but we got to finally see her, so I'm gonna insert some of that footage right here.
What's it like to hold his hand when he tells you that you're all he wants? And it's midnight, oh, I'm thinking about him. I have got him on my mind, but he doesn't know my name, and I'm running out of time. I wish he felt the same, and I'm acting stupid like every day. Don't know what to do or what I should say.
All right, so the first thing I want to show you is our sunflowers. So I've learned a lot about sunflowers over this time. Now, if you remember, I was planting those mammoth sunflowers that are supposed to get huge, and they haven't done that, but they did bloom. So over here you can see, I've learned that, you know, sunflowers bloom for a short time and then they dry up. And that's when you get these seeds right here. Now, if you want to save the seeds, you can cover this up, but I've been just letting the birds enjoy these. You can see this one has a lot more in here. I might end up saving some of these seeds, but for now, I'm just gonna let the birds have them. But the two sunflowers that I thought were just completely dead because the ants had topped them, they had like ruined the whole sunflower thing, and I thought that they weren't going to grow at all. But these are the ones that have totally just split and grown multiple heads. And you can see there's a new one growing here, there's one up here, there's like over here a little one. It's crazy. So I think it's probably smart to cut the sunflowers when they bloom so that it can just keep growing more. Look at this one. Look at how many little sunflower heads. There's one, oh, there's a pretty one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sunflower heads on these. And these are the two that I was like, well, they're done now. but they're totally growing and they're beautiful. So I think that lesson is learned for the future. So yeah, I'm loving the sunflowers. Next year, my plan is to just till this whole area. I don't know if I've said this before, but I want to till the whole area and kind of put like maybe a little rock border around it. I'm gonna let the sunflowers reseed, maybe plant some more, and also just throw a packet of wildflowers down there. And I think it'll be so pretty to just have this little flower patch, because right here is just a little parking space. So when guests come, they pull in right next to these flowers, and I think that's pretty cool. All right, now before I take you over to the tomatoes, oh, there's our little neighbor kitty. Archer's named her Cotton. Hi, Cotton. Hi, kitty. She has a little eye problem, but she's the sweetest kitty. Hi, dear kitty kitty. Come here. Hi. I don't know what her name really is, but we've named her Cotton. Okay, so I'm going to take you over to our tomatoes next, but I'm going to throw in some footage here of several weeks ago when we were first putting up the trellis for these tomatoes to tie them up. So you can watch that and then see where they are now. So here's the footage of us putting up trellis.
Hey baby, what you doing?
Hey, I am finally getting all the supports for these tomatoes up. We've had to like wait and get a few of these at a time because they didn't have them in. And my tomatoes have been trying to fall over, but we're finally getting them, and I'm pruning them, which they are long overdue for. I had some suckers that went too far. But I'm very happy to be putting them up.
Everything's looking nice and tall, and
Yeah.
I see lots of little tomatoes.
Lots of tomatoes. I can't wait for tomatoes. This one over here is the biggest one. We might have shown it before, but
I think I can get a little zoom in on it somewhere. Oh, there we go.
that's the one we're watching.
As our possible first harvest.
Yes, I hope so.
I don't know, the beans are racing it.
True, the beans are getting there.
I'll show a little bit of them. They're around here somewhere. You can see lots of the little blossoms, the little pink flowers before the bean.
The one on the end has a few beans. Maybe
There's a little baby bean. Let's see. Oh yeah.
I've been seeing people say they really like those ones.
Little purple stripes on them.
They're the dragon tongue bush beans.
Awesome.
Did you show them our cucumbers starting to climb over there?
I did not. Check these bad boys out. It's already up there, which is about my waist. And lots of little blossoms on there.
I love the little tendrils that come out. They're so cute.
Yep, everything got going a little slow and late, but now it's all catching up.
It is. In the long run, we didn't really lose too much. And I'm very happy with what's growing.
Me too. And the sunflowers are all coming out over there.
Yep.
And the daylilies to the left. Yeah, buddy. Where's it at? A bird that sounds stinky?
I don't know, buddy.
Well, in a little bit, bud, we're gonna go on a walk and find some more berries so we can make a pie.
I'd like to go too if Mabel is awake.
Yeah, of course.
See, the bad thing is I start at one end, I put these up first, and then by the time I did the bottom ones, it's all blue.
I know, and it starts pulling them. You know, that's just one of the things. You can spend tons and tons of money on a garden, but I mean, you kind of do it to not spend tons of money.
Uh-huh.
So we're trying just this stake and string method, which works, but it doesn't work as well as some of the more expensive methods.
Well, you know what is working though is I saw a tip to use some nylon like hose, and I cut them up, and I've been tying them onto the string, the tomatoes, because they were staying in the string, but they were kind of falling to the side. So that's keeping them, hopefully that'll keep them upright.
Yeah. Well, and you can't really notice it. When you first told me that idea, I was like, I don't know if I want pantyhose hanging in our garden, but
Olivia was so funny at the store the other day. I'm like, we gotta get some pantyhose. She's like, what are pantyhose? She's like, you mean tights? I was like, yeah, pantyhose. And she said, that's a terrible name for that.
Yeah, it is. I never thought about that.
I don't know. It's just all what we grew up with.
That's funny. I mean, it's better than our garden growing up. We used to have VHS tape pulled out of the container and then just stringing in the air to keep the birds off.
I mean, whatever works, right?
Right, yeah.
Alrighty. So you won't believe how much our tomatoes have grown since then. I just was out here yesterday and I trimmed all the bottom leaves off and tied them up even more. So let me flip you around so I can show you all of our tomatoes. Look how much bigger they have gotten. And they are just starting to turn. We had some of these tomatoes. I think these are Hartman's yellow gooseberry. These are sweetie cherries. And then over here, even though they look the same, actually I think this is sunrise bumblebee and then Hartman's yellow gooseberry. Are you coming with me? Yeah, and then these ones, black cherries, and then Brad's atomic grape over here are all turning. I've got them all tied up to the very top and they're still going. I had to actually support them over here. But yeah, I love it. And then all of our slicer tomatoes are down the middle mostly. So those are growing. Aren't they so pretty? We've got some tigerellas back there turning. I think this is a black beauty tomato. These are my paste tomatoes over here. And then let me take you around the other side and show you the blueberries tomatoes. There's so many of those all growing. We've had one or two of those and they've been delicious. So yeah, they're like totally over my head now and producing, and I am so excited to start getting some slicer tomatoes. Over here I have these Japanese China jade. I'm sorry, I have another Japanese. There's China jade cucumbers, and look, they're like trying their darndest. But they are not trellising. They're not really getting long enough. Look at this one. They're supposed to be like that long, skinny cucumber. And they're just not growing. My celosias are starting to bloom here. But yeah, they were supposed to be all the way up there by now, and they're not doing it. So I don't know what happened with those. But we do have our other cucumbers over here that are growing. We've gotten some off of here. There's one hanging down right up here. So I wish I would have gotten more than one vine going. The other one's trying to, but I think we're not going to really have a big cucumber harvest this year, and that is okay. We have been getting these beans, which I think you saw us picking some of those too. They've been doing really well. However, I think between the corn and the tomatoes, they're not really getting enough sun. So the leaves are starting to yellow a little bit. I think they would have gotten a lot bigger and produced a lot more. So lesson learned for next year. And then our corn is also probably not getting enough sun because we've pulled a few corns off, but it's really just not getting tall enough. The corn is not getting big enough. You can see one right here. Like it's little, but we're still gonna eat them and we're gonna enjoy them. So that's what's over here. We are definitely getting a production. I'm happy. I have learned a lot and I'm excited. I'm already excited for spring next year of what I'm gonna do differently and a little bit better. All right, I'm gonna take you over to the second garden bed, but before we do that, I'm gonna throw in another clip here of a trip to our local library that we took the other day. Our library is so cool here. They have so many cool things. They have coffee that you can order. You can order a latte at our library, which I did the other day. It was great. And their children's center just has a play area. And then they have this creator space floor, which has, you'll see, it's like vlogging. They have podcast rooms. They have screen printing, computers you can use, virtual reality. Like, it's so cool. Everything you could think of is just crammed into this library. So enjoy this.
Follow me out, down to the bay. Forget all the worries. When you're with me, let every wave gently kiss away some of the hardness from those brief yet gloomy days. Wilderness, we give you our mess. We're so, so blessed to have you anchor our hearts and give us a fresh start. Wilderness, we've come for you. We'll misbehave, stay up till late, share our secrets as we let go. No more illusions, no more standing still. Our love fusion will never cease to thrill. Wilderness, we give you our mess. We're so, so blessed to have you anchor our hearts and give us a fresh start. Wilderness, we've come for you like feathers.
All right, so if you're not enjoying your local library enough, you should go check it out, because even like a simple library, I love taking my kids there. I love getting books and resources, CDs for the car. Like, I am a big advocate for the library, and I think everyone should be using it, and it's just amazing. So anyway, stepping down off of my soapbox, let me turn you around and show you my second garden. So this space is almost completely cleared out. I don't think I mentioned it in a previous video, but I had like some giant broccoli rabe over here. I had broccoli and cauliflower growing, but it just wasn't producing. I probably could have left it for the fall and let it go, but I've just decided that it's not really something I want to grow right now. I left the purple Brussels sprouts to grow for the fall, so I'm trying to keep those protected from the bugs, but everything else is just cleared out. This flower I planted here, and it got so big. I would not have planted it here, but look at all the little blooms starting. It's gonna be beautiful. I moved our one and only pepper plant that is trying to grow over here. This is the mini bell peppers that Olivia started from the grocery store, and it looks like it has a tiny little pepper trying to grow. But man, I'm just not a pepper grower, I guess. We're gonna try again next year. And then over here we have a squash plant that is all tangled up. But I think, oh, hey grasshopper. I think we had one starting to grow, yeah, like right in here. We'll see if we get any squash. I don't really love squash, so I'm fine if we don't get any. I have a zucchini, but these two zucchinis are really producing. I don't think we have any right now to pick. but there's one growing. But we've been getting quite a bit of zucchini. And then right here is our cantaloupe that I've pulled over here, and I'm trying to get it to start trellising. But it's growing a nice little melon right here. I'm excited for that. And then I think it has another one that started. There's a few little extras. And then right over here, we have, these are the noodle beans. Look at them. Look at how they're growing. These, let me come around the other side. These are the coolest things, and we have not tried them yet, but I cannot wait to try these noodle beans. I think this one's ready to go. But they're all starting to grow and come over the top. There's some here that are still little babies. But those are so exciting. I definitely will plant a lot more of these to trellis next year. All right, so I have one more surprise garden space to show you, and it's up the hill a little bit. So while I go up here, I'm gonna throw in one more clip of footage from us creating this garden space, and then I will come back to me and I will show you what it looks like today. Say hey, Mabel. We're so excited. We're putting a pumpkin patch in at the top of our house. Our house is down there. And Michael, let me flip you around. He's tilling a row for corn. And then we've marked out some spots over here. We're gonna like dig some holes for some pumpkins. And we're gonna have a pumpkin patch. I can't wait. Are we gonna have pumpkins? Yeah, we're gonna have pumpkins. Do you want a little pumpkin or a big pumpkin? A big one? Yeah? Ooh. Careful, they don't go back in.
They were in high school when they met, and things got kinda awkward. With sparks in the air, he would stare at her in class, and she would try to act cool. But it was obvious, like, ooh, they would be together, ooh. And one day she said, write me a love song, 'cause I know you'll make it beautiful. And maybe I'll call you my sweetheart, and promise nobody can steal me away. Then I am yours, 'cause I want you, and I wanted you to know. He looked at her and then he smiled, picked up a pen and paper, started writing.
So here is that corn growing. This is the peaches and cream corn. And then we have all of our pumpkins and squashes. They are happy up here. They are getting full sun. They're doing really well. I'm not going to go through and tell you what they all are in this video, but if you would like to see that, please let me know. That's a weed. But yeah, we have our little pumpkin patch, and pretty soon this is all gonna just spread out and just be growing out to the sides. And I am so excited to have all the pumpkins and squashes for fall. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little garden update. I believe there's a little bit more footage to come after this of a few things we've been doing in the house. So I'm gonna let you go here, and we will continue on to the rest of the footage that we have from these last few weeks. So I hope you enjoy.
Hey, I'm sneaking a little video in the back room right now while everybody's kind of busy. And this is the homeschool room, Kristen calls it. and it's coming right along a little bit there. And here's her bookshelves. Sorry for the spinning. Nice. But really, it's my plant room, and you can't tell me otherwise. So, you know how Kristen, she loves her garden, and I love it too. But I'm kind of a houseplant guy. So let me show you what I got. So this is kind of my, I guess, recollection. We had a collection going in Iowa. We lost a lot of them with the move and with those kittens. So anyway, this is me collecting again. So this is my little cane begonia. And I actually rescued it from Walmart for $2. Basically, everything looks like this leaf. And now look at all the new ones. I need to tear off the old leaves. And this is my pothos. So I got the golden and satin, I believe. I got a variegated palea up there. And over here, a mini monstera. I got the prayer plant. The heart of Jesus. These little cacti here. I think this is the rabbit ears, and this is like a finger cactus. I don't know. So anyway, some of those are cutting, so I'm gonna go ahead and plant them today, and hopefully they survive well. They're all like very well rooted. Now check out the roots in their water. I'll set that one aside, and this one. Everything is ready to go in some soil.
Shining, or something cliche like ooh. Baby, I only want you. It's true. And then he said, I wrote you a love song, and I tried to make it beautiful. It's a song about your sweetheart, and how nobody can steal me away. Yeah, I am yours, 'cause I want you, and I wanted you to know. As he sang, she started to dance, grabbed his arm and took his hand. He held her close under the moonlight as they kept on dancing. And now they're singing their love song, and they sing it kind of beautiful, calling each other sweetheart. I promise nobody can get in their way or steal the show. They're in love now, and I wanted you to know.
So while I was doing the house plants, and I forgot to tell you about the string of hearts, you saw that in the end of the clip. Kristen was out here in the kitchen doing this. So those are crab apples. And up here on the mountain, a kind of like acquaintance had a bunch of them growing, and she picked so many that she gave out tons of them. And from what I've heard, crabapple jelly is the best thing ever. So I talked Kristen into making it. So she just finished up this batch right here. Sorry for the mess around. And I won't lie, I put my finger in one of them, the one we're gonna keep, of course, and it's really, really good. So that's pretty exciting. Hi, Mabel. Can you say hey to the camera? Hey, camera. Can you smile? Smile. So I just wanted to finish off this video with, how are you? She says. Lately it's been raining like crazy. Like we've had maybe 4 clear days this month, I think it said. And the rest has been cloudy or rainy, which is awesome for a mushroom hunter like myself. So I've been bringing in a couple pounds of chanterelles, show you right there. And I've been cooking them up right there. I made some potato and chanterelle, like baked in heavy cream recipe. That was so good. I've been having them in omelets. It's been wonderful. But you got to watch out for those danger noodles. This guy, that's a copperhead. We saw that one. But otherwise, It's been cool being rainy because I'm not out in it a whole lot. The lawn is getting kind of tall, but that's okay. So anyway, we appreciate you joining us for this video. It was kind of a hodgepodge of a bunch of different things. The garden, the deer, the mushrooms, the houseplants, the crabapple jelly. But I hope you enjoyed watching us doing all those different things. That's our life. Some of it's homesteading, some of it's not, but we are pretty happy people. And we'll catch you next time in our next video. Probably more garden updates, but I think Kristen's got a cooking book review coming out, and she's got back to school stuff to tell you about. So a lot of good content ahead. So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and click down below, subscribe, click the bell so you're notified. And it would be even more awesome if you would comment and share it with a friend. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.
Bye-bye.